Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. This is the story I wrote on Wattpad 8 years ago, and I forgot about it until now to read out loud to everybody. And this is chapter 29, crazy. And let's get into it. So the last couple chapters have been kind of a roller coaster. Let's see what happens from here. It starts out with Joker point of view. Later that day, Joker started to walk back to his hideout instead of taking the offer of having Batman drive him. He just couldn't bear to let him see him cry anymore, and he needed alone time anyway. It was a long walk back, giving him so many things to think about. One thing he knew was he didn't want to have Batman leave him.
I wish I never met Harley. Then Batsy could have been mine forever.
Joker whispered to himself. Eventually, he made it back to his fun house, walking in to find Harley eagerly waiting for him.
Puddin', I knew you would come back to me and the baby,
she said happily, giving him a hug.
I wasn't given a choice.
Joker pushed her aside and started walking toward the old room he slept in. Or he'd sleep in. I don't know why I didn't just say slept in.
I need to be alone right now.
Looking at his old room, he began to cry more. It might have been silly, but he half expected to see Batman's master bedroom again, and Batman lying there waiting for him. It wouldn't be the same again. And then it switches over to Bruce's point of view. Bruce took his Mercedes and drove up to the cemetery a few days later after his breakup with the clown. It was raining outside, but he didn't care. He just needed to see his parents' graves for a minute. He drove up and got out of his car and walked up to where his parents' tombstones were. Bruce fell to his knees in front of them. He paid no mind to the rain or mud. He just needed to talk to the two people he knew would listen, even if they weren't truly there anymore.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I know you aren't here anymore, and I should probably make time to visit your graves more often, but I just really need to talk about something serious on my mind.
Bruce took a deep breath and spoke quietly.
Ever since that night when I was 8 years old and I had to witness what happened to you two in that dark alley, I decided I wanted to spend the rest of my life fighting for justice. All I ever wanted was to just stop all the bad in Gotham, as best as I could, and make sure everyone felt safe. Except now, I still feel that way, but I ended up falling in love with someone who was the worst villain in Gotham. We aren't together anymore, but I still love him so much. I don't want to love him anymore, but I do. I only pushed him away because of priorities. I felt like him raising his kid and leaving me was for the best. I mean, it has to be. Every kid should be able to have both parents in its life. But why does doing something I know is right feel so wrong? I mean, I can't help what he did with his ex before we started dating. But somehow I wish I could have stopped her from getting pregnant to keep him for myself. Pretty selfish of me, huh? I miss you both so much, and I really need some help. As much as I love who I am and the life I built with Dick and Alfred by my side, I just continue to suffer heartache after heartache. I'm so emotional. So much emotional abuse, disappointment after disappointment. I am strong, but there is really a point in... I'm reading that wrong. But is there really a point to trying to be happy when all I've ever known is sadness? I stand for justice in this city, but I want to apologize for ever thinking I deserved happiness again after the day you two died. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Batman is getting deep. He is getting deep, and I really feel like I'm nodding at, oh crap. Oh, what was the name? It was like the Phantom something. Just wait, I'm gonna figure it out. But let's read the rest of this really fast. After saying all that, Bruce began to shed a few tears reflecting on his life. As the rain got heavier around him, he had never felt more alone in the world than at that moment staring at his parents' graves in front of him. This chapter gets a little bit deep. I know what I'm pointing a nod at. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I had to Google it. It's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I don't know why that name was escaping me. For some reason, I was thinking of Phantom Menace, but it's like, wait, no, that's Star Wars. Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It was a movie for the Batman, the animated series. And there is a moment in that movie where you see Bruce talking to his parents' graves. And it does get a bit emotional. So I was like, even though I made this story like my own, and it's like not the same circumstances, like I pointed a nod at that, having him talk to his parents' graves. Because like, honestly, like such an emotional scene. That's what I was trying to do here, was an emotional scene. But anyway, this was all for chapter 29. When I come back, I'll be reading the comments for this chapter. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you all enjoyed this so far. Bye!